To the 240 Mile podcast. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Charlie.
This is a podcast where we talk about stuff and catch up about everything that's been going on over the week. So first of all, for the first episode, I think it makes sense to talk about you, Charlie, because you just moved to uni.
Yeah, I moved in on Monday. Haven't started any lessons yet, but I've moved into my flat officially.
You're doing online freshers, no?
I haven't really done anything to do with freshers week so far. I did spend the entirety of today in my room. I spent the last 2 days talking to people, but I spent the entirety of today in my room downloading all of the apps and stuff. And I think I have a Zoom call or something tomorrow.
Oh,
so
no.
I know.
To be fair,
it's
Zoom's
10 a.m.
supposed to be better than Teams, but I just
I don't know if it's
PTSD
Zoom or Teams, and I don't know how to use either of them.
Online school during lockdown.
So I'm like, what? I don't know what I'm doing because I was having a gap year last year. I didn't have to do any of this stuff. And then I'm like, do I have to download something?
Imagine having to actually do, schoolwork. Oh, it must be so hard for you.
I know.
So I feel like we should explain a little bit about what you're studying and also what we do. So do you want to explain briefly, well not that briefly, but what you do, maybe about your YouTube, because you also have a YouTube channel, what you're studying.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I've done a lot to do with YouTube this week, but I'm studying mechatronics, engineering, which is mechanical, electrical, robotics, that kind of thing, which is good. I think I start officially...
I actually didn't know you were studying that. I just told people you're studying robotics.
It is close enough.
So when you said that, I was like, wait, what?
I'm studying it to study robotics. So, or to go into robotics or whatever, so it's close enough.
You would think we were related, but
You think we talk about these things? I have to explain it every time I speak to someone because no one knows what the subject is. But yeah, so I think my lessons start the week after next. So the 8th, no, the 12th. So okay. Until then I'm pretty much I don't know what I'm doing next week. I haven't got any kind of timetable for it. I've only just managed to find my timetable for this week, and I've already lost it again. But
oh yeah, because the next week I think you're coming back down south, aren't you?
I am next weekend, yeah. Hopefully.
No, it's not next weekend, is it? It's next. Well, it's Thursday.
Next weekend, as in not this weekend.
Well, yeah, but it's next Thursday, or is it Saturday?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's Thursday evening. I forgot about that.
I wonder why it's Thursday evening.
Are you hinting at certain things?
So basically, it's my 18th next week. Yay. But it's really 18 in quarantine. But it's really weird because we can barely do anything. Yeah, we got very unlucky with your uni day being a week and a half before my 18th as it was. But it means you can come home pretty soon after you moved. And then I'm going to come and see you in a few weeks after that, so it'll be fine. We'll get to see each other. Basically, I'm just going to point this out now. We are a week ahead of the podcast because I'm extremely busy. In not a braggy way, but I just literally have no time. So for this to actually work, if there's a week we have to skip, we do have to be 1 week ahead.
And I wouldn't want to record it the same week anyway because it's just going to get too messy.
We decided to record it on a Wednesday evening because it's the day that I'm guaranteed, I can do this. But also at the same time, we are going to upload on Thursday evenings, and it's just we don't want to get stressed about the turnaround. And I'm going to be doing most of this because you do have a YouTube channel, but we'll see. Can we talk about your YouTube channel? Because I keep hinting at that as well. My 18th is amazing.
Do we have
to?
I mean, there's not much we can talk about with it.
Yeah, of course there is.
What?
So
I have no idea what you said.
So what's the name of the YouTube channel?
Cosmopop Games. It's just currently it's taking a week off right now.
Is it? Is that because we recorded something and I'm waiting for it to go up? Very disappointing in this service. That
Have you watched the other two?
Yeah, actually, funny enough, I watched it whilst because basically we've been trying to film this for a couple of hours now, and then we finally got Discord and everything up and running, and then you were like, okay, I'll call you back in half an hour. So I actually did. I watched it.
Because you said you'd be done at 7, so I've been waiting since 7, and then it was 9. It was 9:30. I was like, I haven't eaten dinner.
I know it was 10:10 and we're just about at night, and we're just recording it.
But
when you're in a flat full of roommates, and you know. Oh, I hear your roommates.
That is not my roommate.
Who's that?
I have no clue. Oh, it might be the RA. So the RA, the whole thing, because no one's seen him, or one person saw him briefly, but we don't know that it was him.
Is he about to come into your room as we're filming this podcast? We're leaving all this in, but it's just so funny. I'm just kidding. This is
I don't know who he is. He just came. He was walking from the general direction at one point, but he hasn't left at one. And he's the only. So it's a room of all girls, except him. But we think one person's seen him, but he's never there when we knock.
Basically, I told her that we weren't going to cut out any of her audio, but there might be bits when I mute her, just specifically. So if there's ever a time I start talking, a bit like this point, I'm not going to blur his out, because we spoke about him. But I'm just going to talk right now. Okay, I think we're in a clear. It's going to be like this, honestly. We're trying our hardest, but it's going to add to the realism of the playlist.
Well, that's what I was saying, when I was saying we should probably try and do it earlier than super late. Because some of my roommates are not quarantining.
So, currently, we're not going to say what uni you're going to, of course. And we're not going to say roughly anything to your locations. Because... oh, okay, maybe we are. I'm not going to say anything to do with locations for my safety. But I feel like we should kind of explain why you took... Do you want to explain why you took a gap year? Or, well, I mean, a gap year kind of went a bit to shit, didn't it? Because of everything.
Yeah, well, I was just like making money and stuff like that, trying to afford it. My accommodation was like over £6,000 a month. Jesus Christ!
Bloody hell.
It was over £6,000 for the year, and I was like, okay, don't really have that much money to save,
just lying around
to pay. Yeah, so I took a gap year and earned some money so I can afford to live. And then I worked in a shop, we got to March, pandemic.
I'm currently,
super fun.
So, yeah, but that means you got a few more shifts and a bit of a pay rise, to be well, the tiniest pay rise.
I got a 10% pay rise for 2 months.
Yeah. And then it was like, back to normal.
Yeah.
Well,
but, yeah.
I'm going through all my UCAS, so I'm just going to explain really quickly. Can I explain about myself?
Yeah.
Have you finished?
No.
Like, I don't know what else there is
You're
to
not
explain.
allowed. You're not allowed to talk during these. You're just there to be listening and be the editor.
Yeah, I introduce you, and I just give you the questions, and I just interview you the whole time.
It's a Q&A.
Here's a Q&A with just Cocoa Pop games even.
Who?
Cocoa Pop. Cosmo Pop. So, firstly, I'm obviously, as we touched on earlier, I'm 18, like, literally in a week's time, so I'm obviously very excited about that. Legal adult, by the time you see this, it'll be 2 days away, so, you know, feel free to wish me happy birthday. And it'll be the day after, because this will go up next Thursday, right? Yeah?
I have no clue.
We don't know yet.
I think we agreed on Thursday, and now it's Wednesday, and everything's confusing.
Yeah, we'll work it out when it gets to next week. But yeah, whenever you're seeing this, my birthday's soon. So that's exciting. What else am I doing? I'm currently doing A-levels, and also I have a part-time job in an industry that I do not want to name. No, it sounds so dodgy, doesn't it?
The industry is...
Oh, the industry is hospitality.
Hospitality.
I'm a waitress. I don't know why I'm saying this so weird. I'm a waitress.
A waitress with an NDA.
With an NDA, yeah. So I can't say much. But yeah, I love that awkward laugh. That makes it sound so dodgy. I promise you it's not dodgy. But yeah. So currently doing my A-levels, currently about to do mocks, and currently doing UCAS, because, you know, year 13. Woohoo! But I really want to do business management, and I don't want to go to uni. Charley, you understand this, like how badly fit I am for uni.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my kind of thing, so what I really want to do is an apprenticeship degree. Well, I don't think I've even told you this, have I? Because we didn't really talk yesterday.
Yeah, you have.
No.
You didn't tell me what happened yesterday, no.
I'm decided to take a gap year, or like I'm thinking about it quite strongly.
Oh, yes, you did tell me.
Oh yeah, I did.
But
briefly.
continue.
Just to go travelling and do a few months like in Australia and go visit New Zealand and like Fiji, Bali, them kind of places, and then come back and do Thailand and go travelling for a year. and then start my apprenticeship degree like after the gap year. Otherwise, I'll literally be working from when I'm 19 to like 60, which is insane. It's only 42 years. No, 18 times 60. So it's only 42 years.
18 times 60.
18 times 60. 18 times 60. But yeah. So that's a bit about me. I feel like if you guys have any questions that I don't really know what else to say. If you have any questions you want us to like answer, please just like leave them in the comments. If you are watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Spotify, we'll have our little Twitter in like the icon. So if you have any questions, just leave them on our Twitter, and we will answer them next time. As well as topics you want to know and things and suggestions, advice, anything, just leave them on either one of them.
Yeah, so most of that stuff, like social media wise, I think is going to be managed by Chloe.
Yes, I'll be the one replying to all your wonderful comments.
Yeah, because I have my normal one, and then I also have the Cosmopop one, so I'm probably not going to be able to manage all three. But yeah, leave questions and stuff, and if we get like a lot of them, we can do like
Q&As
yeah, that's it. I keep forgetting acronyms. Look, it's 10 at night. I've had a anxious day. Okay, bear with me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
today was not the day for me either. I think I got to probably about 12, and I was like, I just want to go to sleep. Like, end the day and start again, you know?
Admittedly, I wasn't up by that point.
Yeah, you know, before you got up was when I already wanted to just go to sleep, so I was just so tired. I had a rough day.
I think I want to go back to bed.
But yeah, because of COVID,
I'm
not allowed to stay in college past where, like, I have to. So as soon as I finish, I had to come home. So I was home by like 12 today, but I was like, I want to sleep already. Like, it's just so, because we have mocks coming up and it's just so much happening. And you know, the teachers are really helpful. Yeah, they are. Most of them are great.
Someone's a little salty about stuff if you guys can't tell.
So I actually had some conversation, like, things down for this episode anyway. A lot of it's like introducing ourselves, but we've mostly done that. The two things that I wanted to talk about was how we've been coping. So like, what have we been doing to kind of adjust to you moving away? And like any fun stories we've had or anything. We could talk about a bit like the packing process. How have we been coping? I've been just not thinking about it.
Thanks. To be honest, yeah, I still feel like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on holiday in like in a hotel. I'm
going to be honest.
In a hotel room.
The other day I got home and I was like, I just want to go on a drive, and then realised I can't go on a drive. And then it's like, today I finished college and I was like, I want to go to McDonald's drive-thru. So I had to go alone. So yeah, no. So to be honest, not amazing, but FaceTime's been wonderful.
Just all the time.
So kind of like the point of this. Yeah, the point of this is we're not close together. I know we are obviously close, but we're not like physically anywhere near each other.
Yeah.
We're on opposite sides of the country.
240 miles.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like, oh, I miss you, I'm going to come down. Like, the fact that you're coming down next week is mostly for my birthday.
Yeah, and it's the whole thing trying to plan it.
And then, yeah, exactly. And it's so weird because I don't know. But it's going to be okay. We're going to go to McDonald's next week. What did you do on your 18th? I went to McDonald's drive-thru.
To be fair, well, I did go we went out for one meal.
I know.
For one family meal.
How sad is it that I had this big party planned and then he made it to 30... No, then it was basically everything was scrapped because of quarantine originally. Then it was like 30 people. I had this list of 30. And then I got scrapped and for 6 people. And then I was like, you know what, let's just not do a party. Like, it's fine. You know, COVID and all that. And then, so I was going to go to some bars with some friends that are like older, who are actually 18 now. And then obviously bars put this wonderful 10 PM thing on. And we were going to go out to like London, so it's not like, you know, local. So I was like, you know, let's just scrap the whole thing and start again. And my birthday's next week and I still don't know what I'm doing.
Having a delayed party next year.
Well, that's funny enough. So I was talking to my mum about it today. And she was like, it just means you have an excuse to have a bigger party. And I was like, wow, I'm liking this attitude.
Please keep this up for the next year.
Yeah, she won't. I think she knows that I'm going like travelling. She's got a heart set on it. She's like, I'm gonna get rid of her by the time she's 19. She won't need this party. But no, it'll be good. It's just gonna be kind of like trying to find stuff to do, and my friends are trying to like pull together to get something organised. Yeah. How have you been coping though? Because we just completely sidetracked it.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
It's mostly just kind of like knowing. Well, we're planning visits ahead, so next week is for sure. Then I have mocks for 2 weeks after that, and then there'll probably be about 3 weeks when I don't see you unless you come down, and then I'm gonna go up and see you for 2 days.
Yeah.
And we're probably just gonna work out,
My entire recently call train is just you twice, dad, you 3 times, dad, mum, dad 3 times, mum, dad, mum. Then it's you 3 more times, and then.
I think no joke, I think I get a message saying, is anyone free to FaceTime about 5 times a day?
Yeah, because I'm like, I need to talk to people, like people who aren't my flatmates.
Yeah.
Who are great, but like.
I get what you. Well, I don't get what you mean. I'm kind of chilling.
No, like my flatmates are great, but like sometimes I'm tired and I need to talk to people who don't require any energy to talk. Like I don't think I've really talked to anyone today. I had like an anxious day today where every time I was like, oh, I'll go out. I was like, don't want to.
Maybe not.
Don't want to go out and talk to people, so I've been inside. But I got a lot of stuff done. I joined the gaming society.
Ooh. What kind of game? When you say gaming, is it like online games?
It's different kinds. It's mostly just talking about games. Well, it's mostly talk about stuff that isn't games, but like it's just various games, and then once a week or twice a week they meet up. We meet up online. I did it air quotes, but you couldn't see it. We did like online meetups to play games, but I joined that earlier today and stuff, and I've got all of my apps done, so that's I was hiding out from my flatmates, now actually being pretty productive.
I was very productive. I was supposed to do like 8 hours of revision today, which is ridiculous anyway, and I think like in the end I've probably done about 4-5 hours.
Just good.
Which is good. Don't get me wrong. Like it's good considering I've been out. I went out when I wasn't like supposed to, and then I spent most of it just trying to like feel better because I don't know. I've just been so like exhausted. So I'm happy that like I got out of that like slump in the first place. To be honest. But yeah, no, please do not like. I want to point this out. This 4 to 5 hours of revision is not a regular thing. Like, don't feel bad. It's not regular at all.
It is definitely not what I'm going to be doing once I figure out how to do online school.
Online school is the most it's so hard and there's so many technical difficulties, but it's so much more like flexible and things. So I actually preferred it ever so slightly.
Well, I don't get the flexibility part because I've got like Monday I have 5 hours in person. Then on Tuesday I have 2 hours in person, and then for Wednesday even I don't know the days of the week, it's like another 3 hours in person, and then I have 2 hours on Thursday of online stuff, and then all of my lectures are like videos, but we have to come up with our own schedule for when to watch those, so I get flexibility on those. But Monday through Thursday still.
It'd be quite good to have the lectures as videos, to be fair. It means you can look back on them.
Yeah, and like if I miss anything.
Yeah.
And especially because most of the stuff we're doing in person is practical, so the seminars are going to be, more difficult to take notes on and stuff. But the only other thing that's going to be hard is lectures, and I can just rewatch them.
You excited?
No.
No. It's not really something I'm
like,
oh yeah, school.
I'm still like, just haven't fully sank in yet, and I'm tired.
You seen any family? It's basically, we haven't really explained this. But she's going to uni we used to live, we grew up. So all our families up there. So have you seen any of them or?
Oh, nope.
To be honest, I think we made all these plans to go back to, like, so basically I'm in the south of the UK, you're in the north right now.
Yeah.
So I made up, when we first moved, what was it, 3 years ago now? 3 and a bit years ago. I remember we were like, we're going to come up all the time. I think I could count on one hand how many times I've been up north.
I've
maybe
gone more
two,
frequently.
Pushing it, yeah, you have gone more frequently.
Brought friends down more frequently.
What, once? Twice, actually, a few
times. No, like, I was going to say, like 3 times.
Yeah, no, I don't think...
But, yeah.
My friends are like 2 completely different groups. I love them both for different reasons, but they just wouldn't mix.
Yeah, but like most of my friends were up north anyway, and they've all gone to uni in different up north places.
I know, I'm really disappointed though, because now you've given me a reason to go back up north. I used to be able to avoid it. I only had to see like one nan. I'm joking. I do love my nan-ish.
Well, I think down the only... I saw some family while we were down here on Sunday, while my parents were down here. So, like, I moved in on Monday. So Sunday was like, we came down with all our stuff and slept overnight and stuff. So, and we saw some people. I haven't seen Mary Jane and want to go see her at some point. We have to work around stuff. But yeah.
Have you heard anything back from your place that you used to work about transfer?
Nope. I need to email them, and I keep forgetting to email them.
Do it right
now. I need to email them. I'll do it as soon as we end this. You can all ask me when this goes up if I've done it. Hold me accountable. Ask me if I have work yet.
So do you remember when I went to that stables like a few weeks ago? And they literally took all my details down, and they still haven't got back to me. So basically, look back to it, I really wanted to get back into horse riding. And I used to do it when we were younger, but I haven't done it in such a long time. So I'm trying to find a new stables where we live now. And I've been waiting so long. I've called 2 other stables and neither of them have picked up their phone. Why does no one want that? How do you even book a riding lesson anymore? This is really like random, but I want to know. Anyone know? Can you hear that in the background?
Hey, what? The click of the thumping?
No, there's like the extractor fan went off.
No, I had like 2 taps. Ooh. But not really.
Yeah, please excuse the background noises. We're going to find a better time to do this. And obviously it's going to get better week by week. It's just because it's the first week and it's like we haven't been away from each other for that long.
Yeah, we're just figuring it out. Nothing much had happened. You know.
I mean, so much has happened. What are you on about? My whole life has changed.
Yeah, I moved. But like...
Oh, you haven't told them about the best thing that's ever happened to us 2 years ago today as well. What happened 2 years ago today? If you don't know this, I'm going to go and tell her.
Bella?
Yeah, what did we do?
Wasn't she further into October?
No.
We bought a puppy who I miss so much.
So we bought Bella on the 30th of... No, what day are we even on? It is the 30th, yeah?
Yeah,
30th of September 2007.
So did Snapchat nicely remind you of that?
Facebook, actually.
Okay. So
and then it was a Snapchat afterwards. So Bella. So she's our little cocker spaniel. We also have a cat. I have a cat.
Yeah.
As everybody always reminds me when she's meowing at 4 a.m. I have a cat.
And as you always remind us when we start cooing over her too much.
And she is a little Siamese tabby, so she's a tiny little cat who looks like a kitten. She's the friendliest thing we've ever met. And yeah, we have a dog called Belle. Bells.
Who is adorable, and she is not quite as small as Jess, but she's pretty small, but she's very hyper. And I miss her.
Kind of the opposite of a cat.
And I keep FaceTiming mum and dad so that I can see her.
Not the cat though.
And then, well, right. Has the cat done anything other than sleep? Like, if I FaceTime the cat, I can look at photos of her. I haven't seen the cat.
I saw the cat today. I went to give it to her. I was like, Jessie, and give her a hug, and then that was it.
She like keeps to her. She is a cuddly cat. She's not like the stereotype of cats where people think they're all cold and evil. She's a very cuddly and sweet cat. She just sleeps around a lot.
Yeah, she doesn't really. She sleeps so much. But we love her for it.
Yeah, but like I've been FaceTiming mum and dad so I can see Jessie, and no, not Jessie, so I can see Bella, if I could see Jessie, that's a bonus. But so I can see Bella, and I keep talking to her. She keeps getting confused because she keeps thinking I'm like by the door or something.
It's cute.
She hasn't quite grasped the fact that I'm on the screen and I miss her.
Aww.
It's very cute.
We get to see her next week.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Because nobody will bring her down. No one will bring her up here to see me.
I don't understand why, because she can go and she'll be fine on a train.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we are.
I kind of get it. I'm just sad about it.
No, I think well, she couldn't go into her uni room anyway, and it's like trying to find accommodation. But
yeah, so we miss her.
We miss her so much. Very, very much.
I stuck the Velcro to my legs. Hang on. I'm sorry if that picked up on the mic. I didn't
hear it. The thing is, this is the hard thing because we're hearing two completely different audios.
Yeah.
So I know I didn't hear it, but they might have, depending on how good the mic is. So the other question is, I want to know any any stories that you have from uni already. Explain what you've been doing. Just you've been doing a lot. I've seen the photos, so you can at least explain.
Oh God, have I? Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to think. So on Monday when we moved in, I was like very stressed out about meeting flatmates and stuff. Because I was like, I don't really know how to talk to people, do that whole thing. I don't know how to be like, hi, I'm your flatmate, without it sounding awkward and weird. But two of them came and knocked on my door, and they were like, hey, you want to come out and
actually socialise and be a human being?
Yeah, they were like, do you want to come out? We're going to chill in the living area for a bit. But they... So I'm trying to think what we did. They played shot roulette. I tried to teach them.
What is... it's cut out then. So it sounded like you said hot roulette, and then I was like, oh no, it says shot roulette.
Yes, I said shot roulette.
I was like, what's hot roulette? Someone's going to be like, hot roulette is this. I'll be like, oh okay, it's an actual thing as well.
Oh, oops. But like we did that. Tried to teach people how to play poker with one of their. It was like three of my roommates who stayed. The other two went out to flat parties, which we can gloss over. But it was one of the ones who stayed's birthday the next day on Tuesday, so we baked a cake, and that was fun because we put it in the oven, and then the oven was on. We couldn't figure out why it wasn't rising for like 2 hours, and then we discovered the oven was on defrost mode. So we had to, switch that around, which was interesting and very dumb.
Was the cake nice?
Yes, it did. Well, so we didn't have any. So we didn't have any on the night we made it. We took it out at like 1 a.m. and then went to bed. Went back to our rooms, and then on Tuesday we went out shopping and we bought a bunch of cake decorations and we decorated it.
Oh, so wait, so two of them you're really close with, and then the other two not so much, or?
So 3 of them I spent a lot of time with. The other 2 not so much, but I did spend some time with them last night. But then they all went out to Spoons. They were like they tried to go to Spoons, but then they're like, "What?" They tried.
The thing is, everything closes at 10, which is really annoying from both the customer and the waiter's point of view. By the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't think you're enjoying it either. It's great because people are like, oh, you get to finish early, but it also means a lot more cleaning. Yeah, you can now procrastinate doing for more hours.
Yeah, but so they went out to Spoons, and then they went out to try and go to Spoons. I think they ended up going somewhere else. So I haven't spent a lot of time with them, but they also seem pretty nice.
Yeah, they can probably hear everything you're saying right now.
I know, I'm stressed about it. I'm sort of sitting on my wall, on my bed against my wall, and I think that behind me is a supply closet thing and not a person. And I think I think there's a cupboard thing between me and the room next to me, and then I think on the opposite side I'm next to an actual person. So I'm hoping if I stay over here no one can really see it.
So the people who you're
hear me even
with, are they also taking a year off, or they
So surprisingly, I think 5 of us have. There's 6 of us in a room. I think 5 of us have taken a gap year, and only one of us is.
So it is a very popular option.
18, apparently, surprisingly.
Because when I mentioned doing it, everybody's like, it's a no-brainer, and I was like, that's so true. I kept thinking there's an extra year of your life before you can get your life started, but it's really not. Because
that's what I kept thinking, and I started, and it was pretty normal. Like, I kept thinking, oh god, I'm going to start, and everyone's going to be 18, and I'm going to be the older one. And no, it's pretty normal.
I probably think I'm going to be the baby when if there's an apprenticeship degree, I'm going to be in a job anyway. But also, like, my thing is, you have uni at least. If I didn't take a gap year, I'm going to get old and decrepit, and my grandkids are going to be like, oh my god, tell me about your youth, and I'll be like, I worked.
Well, you already are.
Yeah, I'm decrepit, and I'm only not even 18. I'm only 17. But
yeah. But yeah, it's interesting.
I
mean, I'm not having much of... All of my uni stories are going to be like, hey, you want to hear what it was like going to uni in a pandemic?
Yes.
I'll be able to, like... We can have... If we do, like, another one... Right, next week... Oh my god. You ever try and speak and it just doesn't work?
All the time. This whole time I'm like keeping tongue twisted. I'm like, we'll get used to it. We'll get used to this talking. And it's even worse because I'm watching we're using Audacity to record, and I'm watching the things like go up and down, I'm like, oh god, the audio is not stable.
Yeah, well you can, it depends on what you use to edit it, but you can usually stabilise it.
True. I think I can as well because I've had to do it before in a video. But yeah, no, to be fair, now you can understand why. So I'm doing A-levels, and the government have given us absolutely nothing. They offered us like an extra 2 weeks, but I don't think we can even do that because of unis and people complaining. So now you can understand how annoying it is to be in education right now. So yeah, enjoy.
Yeah. I sort of did understand, but yeah.
Oh yeah, true. But to be fair, yours is fine. You're still going through a uni. It's because no one else wanted to go this year.
Yeah, well, no, but yeah.
No, but yeah. No, people did want to go. It's just that's all another reason I'm taking gap years. Like, I'm not fighting for a place. It's not even worth it. It's going to be so overcrowded next year.
Yeah, but it's just like, you know, it's a weird starting. What I was gonna say before I got tongue tied was that we can do like next week talk about your pandemic birthday. All the stuff like plans and stuff for them, but like.
Oh yeah, like what that will be like, and then the week after we can tell you how the plans actually went ahead.
Yeah, and also we can talk about like actually doing uni during the pandemic. Because right now I don't have a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
Except for that I got an email because I didn't have access to my school email until today when I went through the whole thing to set it up. But I got an email yesterday at 9:46 a.m. when I was asleep saying there'll be a Zoom meeting at 10 a.m.
Next week?
And I was like, no, yesterday. And I was like, well, that's not helpful. So I missed that. I didn't know about the one today. So it's been super interesting. Mostly if you're on the school email, you get notifications about stuff, which isn't too bad. But like my timetable, I don't have any idea what my timetable is for next week. It's meant to be introductions to subjects and stuff. I have no idea what it is. I've missed like 3 out of 5 of my Freshers Week talks because I didn't know they were happening, but I managed to find the PowerPoint, so I know roughly what's happening with those. But yeah, it's already been interesting.
Sounds it. To be honest though, at least you're enjoying like it so far, kind of thing. It's not like you're like, okay, no, it's isn't. It's honestly, it's probably better than having to actually go and do freshers. That's probably an excuse for you not to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't drink or like parties or anything like that.
No. But so, to be fair, quite a lot of people don't. I'm sure like a lot of your roommates don't. 'Cause they seem quite tame.
They seem to mostly do. I mean, two of them, as I said, are going to a party. I think one of them might be having a room party right now. I think that may have been thinking. But, yeah, two of them don't. But, like, I don't like, because I don't drink, and I don't like loud places or crowded places or anything like that, so I generally avoid that stuff, so
I think
the pandemic gave me a really horrible reason to chill.
I think what we should do next week, thinking about it, is maybe do the podcast slightly later in the week. So upload it on this one on the Wednesday, and then see what the feedback is from this one, and then also wait for the birthday to be done and wait for you to have like your first week, and then film on the Saturday. Well, we just wait
till after your birthday. Like if we do it on the Sunday.
Yeah, or the Sunday.
Then we would have done that, and then we can do the next week will be my first week, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and then it'll be kind of good. And we can because you'll be back up north anyway. Otherwise, we do it on the third Wednesday.
Well, I won't be on the Sunday. Well, I think I'm going back before then. What were you saying?
Yeah, we can work out when we want to do it, but I know for a fact that like I'm pretty much off that Saturday, so I'm not working until like the evening.
Well, yeah, we could do it on the same day. That's it. We can do it.
As long as you have time to like edit it and everything, my mocks start the week after. I think you guys can get a little bit behind the scenes right now.
Well, I don't mind.
But I think that'd probably be better for them.
Oh jeez.
But yeah.
Well, I don't mind helping out with editing and stuff.
Yeah, we'll
I just didn't want to do the bulk of it because I was like, look. Weekly. Yeah, I didn't want to do the bulk of it because I was like, look, I'm doing like the art and
also,
stuff.
Also, this is like my idea, and I feel like I might just offload it onto you. It's not really fair.
Yeah, I was like, I've already got stuff to do.
I absolutely love podcasts, and I would watch one whilst it replies whilst doing anything. So I'm happy that they're becoming a bigger thing, and I'm glad we can do one. It's just making sure we have topics and things to talk about. It was like the first episode, I think it's been okay. I don't know how long it's been going on for. My phone says about 38 minutes, which is good.
I was going to say, I've been recording for about 40 minutes.
Yeah, but so we had so much at the beginning of us clapping and messing up the intro and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, fun fact. Anyone got any advice on how you're meant to... Oh,
sing the audio.
You just heard me.
You just hit the mic, I heard that bit.
I'm sorry. I was just flapping my hair around.
Because we were trying to work it out. We were trying to do 1, 2, 3 clap, and it just didn't work. So if anyone has any advice on like anything to do with podcast, please. Our email is. Do you know our email? It's 240miles.podcast@gmail.com, or just leave us a tweet.
Yeah, or leave a comment or something, or like DM us on Twitter.
Anything.
I'll make sure Chloe sets up a Tumblr for this.
We'll shout out your username or whatever platform it was. Your name.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't. I know we're small, but like, just any kind of advice, please give us some.
Because I couldn't figure out how to like synchronize it. Like the best I could do come up with it was we both clap and we try and synchronize the clap. Oh, sorry.
This is what we do when we do gaming videos, but it's so much different. No, we don't. We don't clap. We do.
No, because with gaming, it's like one audio channel and one video, so you just have to like
that
think the video
don't have like recording or don't do anything to do with media. They're going to be like, what are they on about?
Yeah, basically, so we're recording, because we're obviously not together, we are recording 2 different things of audio, clips. So, like, we need to sync them up so that they go at the same time. And, like, it's not, like, us talking out of order. So, which is not as easy as you think it is. So we were trying to figure out a way to sync it up, and we went with, like, clapping and try and get the clapping synced together.
Whether or not it is, I don't know. Bear with.
But like with it should be. I'll listen to it before you upload it and check.
Like the whole 40 minutes?
No. But if you just skip through, then there's just
Isn't it weird that we probably won't listen back to this ever? Well, we probably will at some point, but not the whole thing.
You will when you edit it.
True. I'll listen to it in the background whilst doing something else though.
But yeah.
Anyway, I feel like we should end it because it's been going on for quite a while. I plan to do this for like 30 minutes, but I'm like 40 minutes. This is good. Though, so for the like length of the podcast, it's going to be between 30 minutes and an hour. We did not aim for an hour for this one. We're probably going to aim for about 40 minutes. Obviously, if it goes over, it goes over. We won't go under 30, I'm pretty sure. Like, if it goes under 30, we'll find something to talk about. But purely because it's a good length. But today, like, because it's an introduction, we have not been apart for that long. We've been FaceTiming most nights. There's not, like, overly too much to talk about. But also, like, with the coming weeks, like, we have so many exciting things coming up. I have a lot with UCAS and uni, so if you enjoy that kind of thing, stay tuned. I might mention a bit about my gap year abroad, travelling, a few of that kind of stuff. If you had also any advice on that, please leave me some, like, places have you been if you had a gap year for travelling.
Yeah, just talk to us.
Yeah, talk to us in the comments, have a conversation. Me and Charley will be replying.
Yeah.
She'll help reply to comments if there are any. So
yeah, and I'll make sure that I have access to all the other stuff, so I'll definitely need access to Tumblr because Chloe doesn't really know how to use it. But I'll make sure I have access to everything.
I'll have a Tumblr 101 lesson. I'm great with social medias, but like limited social medias.
I found
Tumblr's not one of them. Twitter's not one of them either, so we're going to be learning.
Oh, I've got Twitter, great. Am I just going to be teaching you how to do everything again? I had to teach her how to use Discord as well to do this.
Oh, honestly, she was like, so what's your login? No, I told her my username. And it's just like, what's the number? And I was like, why does that matter? I gave you the number.
You can't find people I think it's because they don't do unique usernames.
Yeah.
So you can have whatever username you want, you just need to have a unique number as well as the username. Like, I think mine was like, you can set the number, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, no, I don't know. But mine was like 5820 or something.
Right.
Like, you need a unique number to find people.
Should we end it or should we keep going? I feel like that's everything.
Do you want to say anything else? That's what I'm thinking, because I didn't do much, much this week. I moved in on Monday. Went shopping on Monday. Went shopping on Monday evening. Didn't buy much, so I went shopping again yesterday.
Is it a long walk?
And then bought too much. So there's one near us, a 6-minute walk away, but it didn't have a lot in. And then there's one like a half an hour, 20-minute walk away, and I bought too much. It was a superstore, and I bought too much. It was too heavy to carry back. And I was like,
It's good for the arms. Anyway, I'm
pretty sure I sprained my wrist doing it. And I broke the bag. I bought a new bag and I broke it. With one of the bags broke. I had like 3 bags full.
So we're not being able to like drive wherever you want now?
Sort of, but I haven't really missed it that much. Most stuff is within walking distance.
I think I'd miss it so much if I could not drive. I'm a massive petrol head, so I would.
I mean, you like to drive everywhere. I also like long drive, but like I also like walking places, so it's not too bad.
I feel like next episode we should do like a little tag or something, even if we don't get questions in time, just so people can find out more about us. Like a get to know us episode. Or like a segment. What do you think? Guys, would you like that, or do you think that's kind of boring?
Yeah, well, because it depends on how much the interest we get.
Exactly, because we could get no one watching this for like the next 10 years. We had a channel though when we were younger that did okay.
No, we
were not naming that channel. Never.
No.
That channel could die.
But like, yeah, we can just talk to people and stuff. It'll be fun.
Yeah, so with that being said, I think it's safe to say we will love you and leave you.
You want to do that whole bit?
Alright, let's make up an outro. Let's see what I say. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode of our podcast, 240 Miles. Peace.
See.
Do you want to peace? Just peace.
We'll see them. You'll hear us. You'll hear from us again.
You'll hear, I'm sure you will. I don't think this is the end of us.
You will be hearing from us again.
Bye.